adventure of a lifetime in the most magical film of 1994. Richard Tyler is about to take an incredible journey out of the storm and into a world where imagination runs wild. A world where imagination... This is only the beginning. Macaulay Culkin, the Pagemaster. All the adventure your imagination can hold.
You are making a mistake. My logic is undeniable.
You have so got to die.
You're not gonna kill me. Wait. You say something, Chief?
As commander in the field, I'm exercising attack abort authority. Reasons: collateral both at primary and allied state of Pakistan will be too high.
Negative, Talon 1. Tin Man will not abort. Tin Man will prosecute.
Taste your stink. Every time I do, I fear that I've somehow been infected by it. It's repulsive, isn't it?
From the creator of An American Tale.
You're in need of adventure.
Whatever you imagine,
All is possible.
20th Century Fox presents Macaulay Culkin as you've never seen him before.
Look at this place!
On a fantastic journey into a land of endless wonders, where he'll scale the heights of the world's greatest adventures.
Moby Dick! LCP Treasure Island!
Happy birthday! And bring back the ultimate prize.
you've got to fight to make a wish come true.
That's it, boy!
His own courage.
Yes!
Macaulay Culkin,
You're the greatest.
Christopher Lloyd.
Will triumph here and always.
This Thanksgiving, take your family to a world beyond imagination. The Pagemaster.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. And tonight we are talking true 90s kid core memories, just story that literally pulls you into the book. It is phenomenal. It is fantastic. Before we dive into this real fast, I even have a special guest who is not a 90s kid. He is a 2000s baby. He's a 2010 kid. And he's never seen, probably never even heard of this film. But it was on my list tonight. And so we're going to get his honest reaction to the trailer and kind of like what he thought. And as I explain the movie a little bit, we'll see sort of, where he lands and what he thinks about it. And I'm, of course, talking about the one and only Maza. Hello.
Oi.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah. Honestly, it gave me I'm blanking. I'm sorry. Yeah, like The Mask, the old style. We were actually talking about this before, where they mix cartoon and real life together, which does not get done anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Insane.
We don't get Space Jam anymore. We don't get Pagemaster anymore. We don't get Who Framed Roger Rabbit. We don't get it anymore. And these films, like the incredible avenues that this type of storytelling opens up is
and the mix that
amazing.
you can do with it is fantastic. And yeah, no, honestly, we were actually talking about this as well. It actually looks really good considering it's made in the 90s.
Right?
Like I thought it would have been early 2000s, like 2005. Like it looks way better than it actually should probably be, honestly.
Well,
The
and because it
trailer.
was made with so it was made along with like Quest for Camelot, Rockadoodle, The Pebble and the Penguin, Brave Little Toaster, A Troll in Central Park. It was made with like by a lot of those same animators with a lot of those same technique, the Brave Little Toaster, all that stuff.
Yep.
And you know, these guys were truly I mean, you don't see animation of that caliber anymore.
No.
I mean, you just don't.
Yeah, like I know one animated film people really liked. I actually didn't watch it. The robot film that recently came out. I actually forget the name of it.
The Wild Robot.
Like I think it's called that. Yeah. But in terms of animated, nah, it doesn't.
It wasn't bad, but I prefer the Iron Giant, if we're going to be absolutely honest. But let's see who is here in chat with us. Black Moon Swordsman, my childhood. Yes, exactly. This, if we ever wanted to talk like true 90s kid core, it is the Pagemaster. Legioness, hello. Thank you for being here. A little bit. Yes, I love this movie as a kid too. Thanks for being here. Hi, Steph.
Oi.
I swear I was thinking, please be Maza. It's Maza. We have delivered.
That's the first person who's ever said that.
Yes, Legionist, 1994, G-rated, 1 hour, 20 minutes of absolute jam-packed, incredible storytelling.
I'm not gonna lie, the last time I seen a G-rated thing was SpongeBob.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see G-rated anymore.
That's I
think we changed it to E for everyone. I think G's like gone. I think we like put it in the bin.
I don't think we did. Because How to Train Your Dragon is definitely a G. Isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Shit. Now.
Yes, Maza is a youngling. He just acts like a bitter old man.
What?
Yes, a little bit. You are sadly true. You are correct. We get stupid bean mouth CalArts animation if we get anything.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be a parody. It was supposed to be parody animation. And it no longer is. They have gone mainstream with that. What the frick, Steph? As soon as we're done with this, you need to
clapping.
Go. I'm clapping. I'm doing the Gen Z clap over here.
We're clapping.
Oh, Australia got rid of G. Okay.
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 Yeah, we didn't like it. We don't like the letter G.
Now back to Steph. You need to go watch this film the second this is over.
She also yelled at me, Steph, so don't worry.
You need to go invade Gary's home and put the Pagemaster up in Gary's home. Like, that's what you need to do. You need to sneak attack in there and bro, like, this movie is so good. We're gonna go over a clip here where they transition from live action, from like real world to animated, and the way that they do it, it's just, we're gonna have to pause throughout. Like, I'm already gonna, by the way, if you're watching this on the replay or if you got here late, the trailers I'm gonna have to clip out because God knows Warner Brothers, 20th Century Fox doesn't exist anymore. But Disney does, and they will
come
after you with a sickle and remove your head. So,
yeah, they'd be rotten, dude.
But yes, we'll get into this scene right here. So this is the paint dragon, and I'm trying to figure out how best to do this. It's a 20th. This is technically now a Disney movie. This was 20th Century Fox back in the 90s. Okay, this was 20th Century Fox back in the 90s. So, it will be on Disney Plus now, probably with a warning. But here we'll go over this clip. So to give you some context, this kid is scared of everything. He's terrified of everything, and it's been thundering. His dad sent him on an errand because he wants he wants his son to sort of toughen up a little bit, because this kid is he talks about like the statistics of accidents on ladders, and the dad is like, why am I building him a tree house that he's never going to climb because he's scared of heights? Why do we get him a bike when he's never going to ride it because he's scared of crashing? Why, so like so the dad, and remember, this is back in the 90s when you could do this with your like 10, 11-year-old kids. You could send them to the hardware store on their bike without any real worry, right? So he's like, all right, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go to the hardware store and pick me up these nails. And, the dad is really frustrated because an accident happened because his son didn't want to do what his dad told him to do. And so the dad is trying not to take it out on his son. He's trying not to, like, be overly forceful. He's trying to be a good dad, right? So he has sent his son to the hardware store. As the son is riding back, it starts to pour. It starts to rain really hard. And so he rides up to the library and he runs inside and he's like, hey, do you have a phone? And Christopher Lloyd is the librarian there. And he's like, down that, right? So, and of course, it's the librarian is like you saw in the trailer, like, you are in need of adventure. And he's like, oh, fantasy, where your wildest dreams come true. Horror, you like to be scared. Like, he's trying to figure out what the boy wants, like from books, like what the boy needs, right? Not necessarily what he wants. And so now he's like, I just need the phone, because this was before cell phones, guys. So the librarian says, oh, right down that way. If you get lost, just look for the exit sign. That is a key component in this story. He's like, don't be afraid. If you lose your way, just look for the exit sign. Okay. So that is a really key component. So this is the transition. From real life to animated. Okay. So he was looking up at the ceiling there. So, okay, so already, right, with just that little, he's landed on a compass, it's spun around, so we already know, because that is a storytelling technique, right? Like, this imagery means stuff. So, like, to land on a compass like that and to have everything sort of, like, spin around you at a rate like that, right? When it starts to spin and you've got the lightning going on outside, you have all of this incredible imagery going on in just these few seconds. Okay, so he slips on the water that's dripping off of his jacket because he's soaked from the rain. And so he slips, hits his head, lands on the compass. And notice, this is also important to the imagery, he's not facing true north. He's kind of just sprawled out, directionless. This all has meaning. All of it, every single bit, okay? Including, as he's looking up at the ceiling, I don't know if we can actually, like, there we go. So you'll notice these are all classic tales from the large genres of reading. So you have a wizard in the middle, right? So what we're looking at, what we assume to be a wizard, okay? Then you've got pirates, you've got a knight fighting a dragon, you've got a window, it looks like somebody's laboratory, right? And over here you've got a whale, so you're like, oh, Moby Dick, pirates. So you're seeing images from some of the greatest stories ever told, okay? And so in the Pagemaster, he literally gets pulled into these stories, and it's fantastic. We'll do another clip here in just a second, but this is the animation transition, and it is phenomenal. Okay, so he sits up.
Hello?
Got echoey, you can hear stuff in the background. Like, this is all, he's disoriented, he's a little bit worried, he's scared, it's storming outside, right? You hear this your horses, your sword fight. Now we're like, okay, what's happened? So this is so, it's so simple, but it's so brilliant at the same time. You know what I mean? Like good storytelling tends to be, right?
Telling you. I'm not telling you.
Huh?
It's showing you, not telling you, which is good.
Yes.
A lot of films don't. They think it's stupid and you can't tell. Well, if you do it well enough, you can tell he's being something trippy is about to happen. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Look how good this looks. 1994, bro.
Yeah, this looks really good considering it came out in the 90s.
He's freaking out for obvious reasons, right? The ceiling is falling down in cascades of paint.
He
and then
turned into Chicken Little there.
Kinda, yeah. Almost. And then something happens that you're just kind of like, what?
Another dragon.
He's after him, right?
Yeah, that actually looks good. What the heck?
Flat, right? Like, we're freaking out.
Oh, that freeze frame. Okay, so we scream at the exit. And now we're animated. Like, Boys. Just like that.
Boosh. That's got to be one of the coolest. Like, look at that. All that color.
Yeah.
And it just consumes like, that's a beautiful transition. That is a beautiful transition. We don't get visual storytelling like that anymore. Ever. No. And so we end up with
Forgotten color even
I'll
exists.
see you guys kind of like what happens after. Here we go. And now he's like, what? Huh? And so now he's animated.
I'm a cartoon.
He like
yeah, and he knows.
He technically breaks the fourth wall without but not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he realizes he turned into a cartoon drawing. He's like, "What?
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool." Because a lot of films just keep playing it like it's still real life, but he knows, so that is cool.
And the best part is, so now we get introduced to another character.
Cartoon.
You are an illustration.
Who are you?
So much. Okay, so like that one word where like I'm a cartoon and he goes, you are an illustration. You're a story come to life, right? That's what that means. Oh.
I am the Pagemaster, keeper of the books, and guardian of the written word.
First of all, talk about an epic job. Guardian of the written word, keeper of the books, like the page. 20th Century Fox went hard when they went with the Pagemaster, okay?
You're the guy from up there. Where are the others?
Why, they're here, of course, and all around.
This is so good. Like, if this movie, oh my god, Proven 22. You need to watch it when we're done.
Oh yeah, a lot of us. I'm not the only one.
Yes, so Maza, Steph, Proven, all of you need to go watch this. This is Grabthar's Hammer, sort of, but not really. A similar, like, kind of, yes. But, like, if you've never seen Pagemaster either, Grabthar's Hammer, you need to see it. It is so good. It like it just it literally it is a story about being pulled into the book. Yes, it is, Steph. That is in fact 100% Christopher Lloyd, and his character
Who is
is
that?
amazing. I love it. Mystic Girl 89. Oh, 89. I haven't seen this movie in years. I don't think I have the DVD, but I need to find it. I have this bad boy on VHS and DVD. It's so good. It's so
Forget how
good.
old you are. Whipping out a VPS or whatever the heck.
VHS. I am
not
the
saying that.
blockbuster generation, bruh.
Maybe you can show me the way out?
Follow me.
Is that the way?
Oh, the only way. Fiction, A to Z, where all is possible. Where a boy's imagination can take root and grow to incredible heights.
Bro, I just want to go back and watch. Like, I just watched this movie, and I want to go back and watch it some more because it's so great, right? And like,
yep,
they pull you into these stories, these classics, and it just it brings the story to life, and it really encourages like people are like,
Reading.
oh, I want to read Moby Dick now. I want to go read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I want to go read a fantasy. I want a knight slaying a dragon. Bring me St. George and the Dragon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's just it is storytelling at its best, at its most positive. Yes, I do a little bit. I actually just talked about this earlier where like Pagemaster is very much in the same vein as Anastasia, Thumbelina, The Brave Little Toaster, Quest for Camelot, Troll in Central Park, Pebble and the Penguin, all that stuff, right? So I just, oh man, I wish we still got good storytelling like this with talented animators and not the bean mouth Cal Art stuff. That is that like going back and watching these things makes me realize just how far gone we are. This was only like Pagemaster came out 31 years ago. 31 years ago, we were able to do this. And you're telling me now that it's too difficult or it's not possible or people don't know how to do that anymore? That is bull honky, because the last classic 2D animated film that Disney did was The Princess and the Frog, and that came out in like 2012. So that's a decade and some change ago.
Yeesh.
Right? So they just need to go back to classic 2D animation with incredible storytelling. That's what we need. That's the key component that's missing. But Pagemaster is truly phenomenal. And I mean that sincerely. Like, there is so much about this film. It has heart, it has character development, it has mystery, it has horror, it's got adventure, it's got fantasy, it has sincerity and heart. It's got a young boy trying to figure out sort of like his life, essentially. And if he's going to remain a coward for the rest of his life. And the color scheme is just breathtaking, right? It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just watching that bit of paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, man, people forget, like, how much color can actually tell a story as well. I'm always telling I'm from the gaming world, right? I'm always upping game developers for getting color, because color can literally change everything. Stop making it brown and dull and start using some color. Even movies now have forgotten. Actually, we were just talking about this. The latest John Wick. I don't know how to say her name. Ballerina. The latest John Wick film thing. that used color well, right? But
Yes.
most films do not use color to tell the story. They don't
No.
use the area to tell the story anymore. It's always just the most bare minimum, or they just outright tell you in the stupidest way. Sometimes when you outright tell someone, it's like telling, the butt of the joke and you ruin it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like telling you ruins it.
Like, look at all that color.
Yeah.
Just a promotional still. Like, I don't know why this brutalist, minimalist, anti-color trend that we're on, I don't know why we are there, but it needs to end. It needs to end.
It does. It really does. Like, it's not even just movies and TV shows. It's like gaming and stuff as well. It's just like, oh yeah, we've just forgotten color. It's like,
yeah, it's
dude,
gaming, it's architecture, it's clothing.
Yeah.
Like, everything now is like neutrals and mutes. And I'm not saying we have to go to like 80s leopard or cheetah print rainbow stuff, but like,
color.
You're
Come
allowed.
on.
You can wear, something besides neutral brown or black or plum. Like, you're allowed to wear color. And it's a crying shame. Like, this film uses color so beautifully.
Yep.
And then you've got, this is a scene right out of the movie. Look at all that orange and red tones. It's not angry, but it's bright, it's colorful, it's useful, it's telling a story. Without having to without having to explain it to you verbatim, word for word, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, so
even the books, you can tell. Like, even the books have their own style. It's
style, yes.
Like, you can already kind of tell. Like, she's gonna,
she's obviously she's got fairy wings, a crown. She's this is before Whoopi Goldberg went crazy. She's got glass slippers. she's got the maid apron, right? She's got like the dress, the I forget what it's, the petticoat that goes underneath dresses. She's got one, so you can clearly tell, and she's got a wand. Obviously, she's fantasy. He is a little bit disfigured, a little bit disformed. His eyes are different colors, right? He's got this
Franklin Monster
right?
type style, like
right. So he is clearly horror. And then down here, even though you can't really see him, he is clearly, he's got the bandana, the eye patch, the hook. He's got a peg leg. He's got the big mustache. He acts all brave and fearless. This is clearly adventure. So, we're in the middle of. See, here you go. He's got a sword. He's got his hook, belt, peg leg, right? So it's very much, this is clearly horror. This is elements of horror. This is obviously adventure, and this is clearly fantasy. They know exactly who they are. They know exactly what they're supposed to be representing, and they don't shy away from it. They lean into it. Yes, Castellar Daniel, that Garcia, this was before it came out, and little bit, you're right. It is Frankenstein. That's what they're going for. Frankenstein's monster, right? That they're trying to make this clear. This identity should be clear. That is obviously horror. Everything is a little bit off. He's supposed to be a bit deformed. He's supposed to be a little bit scary to look at, but in the movie, he doesn't try to scare others. He himself is actually a little bit of a scaredy cat, which is ironic, but they don't come out and tell you that, right? They're just they're not like, oh yeah, by the way, the book Horror is actually a scaredy cat because it's, a play off of the fact that his books actually scare people and he's scared of the stories himself. And that's so funny. But the movie never comes out and word for word explains that to you. It treats you like you have some intelligence. You know what I mean?
And once you watch that, you get more enjoyment out of it because you put the pieces together, right? Instead of just someone telling you, it doesn't feel as good. You don't feel like you're actually like you know what I mean. You don't feel like you're actually watching a movie. You feel someone's just explaining to you. That's what a lot of new movies fuck up. Whereas this, it seems like I haven't watched it, so but it feels like since it doesn't tell you, you actually get to discover it, and that it just adds an extra element to it.
Absolutely, 100%. And that's what storytelling is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the reader figuring things out and building the world around, understanding the world building around them, and putting the pieces of everything together and recognizing like what is being what is being shown with a story that's actually happening, and you know, processing that in a way that is specific to them. And it's just it's the best place to be. And we don't get stories like this anymore. We literally get something, so something's going to happen and a character tells us that something's going to happen. Then the thing happens and then another character, or sometimes the same character, tells us what just happened.
Yep.
So like you never actually get to immerse yourself in the world because they're too busy trying to you know, like beat you over the head with the message that they're trying to show.
And they also, a lot of the pacing as well is awful. A lot of films now have fucking meth, right? Like they just snort a bunch of meth or coke and they just go. So you don't actually get to enjoy the world. They don't do the shots anymore where they show around. They don't show the actual place where the character is. They're just next scene, next scene, next scene, next scene. You know what I mean? It's just like so many films need to slow down and take in the thing because a lot of it is the storytelling is so shit. They don't actually want you to think about the storytelling, so they're just like boom, 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 boom. So, like, if they up the storytelling and also slow down each scene a little bit, like, I'm not saying you have to, like, make it a cowboy movie where it's completely slow, right? But you do, like, especially like Lord of the Rings, where they do overshots of the land, right? And stuff like that. A lot of films need to start doing that again because it just you don't care about the world if you don't see the world. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's why
you can't invest in the story when they don't let you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's too shallow, I mean, what are you supposed to do if they don't give you any anything to really hold on to? Then it's going to be
move
like
to the next thing.
Like, you just there's
like,
nothing
oh, okay.
there. It's just shallow, and that's been the problem lately. Like, when you look at like James Gunn's Superman, that pacing was breakneck speed to hide the fact that there was no plot and that it was a bad Superman film. It was a bad Superman film, and it was too scared. And the reason it was a bad Superman film is because it was too scared to be a Superman film. It was trying too hard to be an ensemble Justice Gang and Superman film with Lois and Jimmy, like, and the whole crew from the Daily Planet. Like, it was too scared to actually breathe and let you and let it be a Superman film. This is a quote. This is a children's show. This is a children's film from 1994, and it's so beautiful. The color is so mesmerizing. We're gonna look at another clip. By the way, again, if you're catching this on the back end, you're probably I'll have to clip a lot of this stuff out. In fact, I may just have to like not monetize this stream at all, because we're gonna be so clip heavy. But this is a film that really flew under the radar for a lot of people, but is so good.
I didn't hear about it until 30 minutes before the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny as shit.
So it's pretty wild. So like this clip right here, okay? you can already see like the use of greens, and it's like a sicky kind of green, you know, like it's not a vibrant, beautiful green.
Not to be trusted. You can tell he's bad. It's like the what you call it, like freaking. Never mind.
No, you're good. You're good. Right. So we're looking at this and we're like, okay, there's this that like everything's sort of, it's got this weird sort of like almost like a fuzzy filter over it. It's everything's kind of out of focus. Nothing is very bright. Nothing's really, you know, vibrant. But this drink is really vibrant. It's very, very bright. Everything else is sort of subdued, but we don't really have like a true beautiful green color. So
I even like the like face animated.
Yeah, the face even like so listen. So like we're gonna listen to this is supposed to be an olive, and even the olive is like this bright red. It almost looks like an eyeball, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So all right, so we're gonna listen to this and we'll pause it because the second you guys will know what I mean the second we hear it. Okay, here okay.
Damn, so, that's straight away the sound.
Yeah,
the buzzing sound. You can already tell it's bad.
Yep. It hisses when he puts the olive in.
Yep.
So you immediately you're like, okay,
don't drink that.
That's not what's supposed to happen, right? And like remember, this is a kid's show. Oh, Mystic Girl knows what's coming. Yes, Mystic Girl. Absolutely. She knows what's coming up. So we are in like the horror land, right? So this like we can already tell like between the colors and it's thundering out and like even his look, he looks a bit unhinged, right? That smile, that creepy smile. And you've got, you know, sort of these like the look on his face is it's not quite pure evil, but it isn't sane, right? It's insanity. Right?
Don't trust them.
Exactly. Yep. So now you've got Adventure.
I'll have a go with you, Doc.
Adventure's like, yeah, let me do it.
Say back. This is a man's drink.
Can I have the olive?
Now it's on the floor.
Damn.
And like immediately you see their reaction. There's a hole. There's a gaping hole in the floor.
Yep.
Gaping hole in the floor.
He just learned not to trust anyone.
Yep.
Don't trust everybody.
Now we're watching him drink it, and immediately, just like you said, the change, like the storytelling with the change of color, we went from this sort of like sickly green
to
and we
just
already
straight dark.
Right, sickly green, and now he's completely in shadow, and it's on blue and black.
Yep.
The visual, like we saw the hole in the floor, so we know that it's poison, basically. But now we know that this is whatever's about to happen is gonna be incredibly dark, just from the use of shadows, right? So we already know this isn't good. Oh god, the music. Remember when music helped tell the story too?
Yeah.
Green flame. Okay. We see the flash of the skeleton. Did you guys catch that? Flames go green. Right? He's like literally his soul is almost burning out of his body. Right? Boom. You saw the flash of the skeleton right there?
Yep.
Now he's all like doesn't know what he's
so good.
Look at this. Now like everything is an even sicker green. You've got that vibrant red eye, right?
Yeah, it looks like the olive.
Yeah, it does look like the olive. Right? And so we've got and we've got the reactions going on back here and everything now it's even it's like the green has become sinister. Where before it was sort of like muted and it was like, okay, this is kind of eerie. Now it's like sinister.
And it's lit on the left so you can see their reactions. So like dark, very dark where he is, but still lit like on the left, so you can see them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you've got all of this, like, you're starting to see the surroundings. You see all of this experimental lab equipment back here, and the drapes are torn, and you're noticing, like, this place is actually in pretty bad shape overall. It's not just the storm, right? Do not laugh. Like, look at the shadow work. Like, they're in his shadow, so they're not casting one, but look at his, what he's...
Yeah.
Look at this huge mouth right here. Look at this, the shadow that he's casting, right? They're all backing up slowly. He's clearly lost it. The shadow is revealing, like, sort of what it is, and it's huge. It's imposing. It's casting them over this, right? He's casting his shadow over them, so they're being completely blocked off from the light. All of this is intentional, right? Now they're back all the way up to the couch.
Jekyll? Dr. J?
So she's calling him by the name that Dr. Jekyll, right? Miss Dr. J. Okay, she's trying to, like, get his attention.
My name is Mr. Hyde.
You know how horrifying that was. Like, look at their faces. This is a kid's film, and it's like, it is not afraid to be horrifying.
Yeah.
Look at this. We don't get this anymore. At all.
No. They don't. This is, I'd say probably 2014 is when they just forgot how to write the kids. Like, it went way too childish, like retard childish, and you're just like, what the heck?
If you were 16 and under, essentially they thought that you were, like, if you were 8 years old, you may as well be 4 years old. If you were 16, you may as well be 10. Like, it's everything became Dora the Explorer and Bluey, and not that I'm not, like, Bluey is a good like, I get it, Bluey's actually a decent show, but, like, where's
Avatar
the
Lost
like
Airbender? Yeah, like this, and
yes, where's Avatar The Last Airbender? I mean, my gosh, the Power Rangers. Where is the storytelling for kids? Where is it at? Where did it go? I don't know. But, like, this film is, like, when you're in the horror section, when they're going through the horror section, like, you know you're in horror. You know it. There's creepy leaves blowing across these, like, uneven dirt pathways that have fog covering them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, this is insane. And so now, right, they're like terrified, smashing stuff. Comes at him with a hammer, right? Like,
it's wild.
He's clearly unhinged. He's clearly unhinged.
Massive ass mouth.
There is
looking ass.
Sorry, I'm getting warnings on the back end, so I have to be careful. So now we'll do one more example of lighting. So basically, the kids, like, they all run past them, right? So Horror fell out of the chandelier. The chandelier came down. He's trapped in the chandelier chains. And so they're all running, and he's like, please, there's no way to treat a library book. And so Fantasy comes back. But, like, this right here.
Yeah, this looks messed up. I'm not gonna lie.
This is so insane. And we're talking about using lighting to tell a story. Just watch this. Just this 7 seconds. Check this out. Okay, candle is rolling, and lit. Rolling. Look at how twisted, how even more twisted that made him look. Even in a normal fire candlelight, he just looks maniacal and insane.
The left eye looks like a red moon.
Yeah, and so, like, it goes from being really dark, so, like, it's dark and there's no light down there, and he's just laughing. And so as the candle rolls down, right, we go from being in the pitch black with him to, like, the candle going past him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. You know what I mean?
He's just thinking. They've lost it. He just wants to bring him down.
You got to help him.
Absolutely. And she's like, you gotta help him, and he's like, I can't. And so she, of course, she flies over and uses her fairy wand to turn into a basically a welder's gun. Right? So she snips him clear, and then they're running, and then that's the end of that clip. But yeah, like just the use of a candle rolling, like not only is it beautiful use of lighting, the story that's connected is falling. It's still falling.
Honey, you got.
So like you get this
Into the
sense
abyss.
of just foreboding, and even in this horror world, the colors are still like they're muted, but they're still there.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of like they still haven't lost themselves type of thing,
Yeah.
even in the darkness.
Yeah, absolutely. And so like this, and do you know what's crazy? This is in the first 30 minutes of the show, of the film. Sorry, where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah, like this film is only an hour and 20 minutes, I think.
Oh shit.
Let me double check. I better double check that. It's not that long. It is. Hold on. Yeah, you know, when pacing used to be a thing and you could tell a story in 90 minutes. Pagemaster is an hour and 20 minutes.
Hour and 20 minutes.
An hour and 20 minutes. And so much happens. It's such a well done. It never loses focus. It never forgets who it is. You get these homages to all of these great classic tales, all these great classic stories. You go through these adventures, right? You get to do all of this, and you do it in an hour and 20 minutes. It's incredible. The soundtrack is great. The music, the score is fantastic. It helps tell the story. It's a character of its own. You get, I mean, in this film, you get the quintessential, like when I say classics, I mean, you see Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde right here. You get Moby Dick. You get Treasure Island. You get Jack and the Beanstalk plays a part in here. Like,
we kind of need something like that because Gen Z will know because we grew up in the early 2000s, but Gen Alpha, dude, we don't know. They don't know any of those stories unless, of course, the parents took them way, way back, right? Which a lot of parents are doing now, but they don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't know a lot of these stories.
Yeah. And so like this is one of those things that's like, man, I really want I want to go read, you know, St. George and the Dragon, or I want to go read a story about knights slaying the dragon. I want to go read Jack and the Beanstalk. I want to go read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I want to go read Treasure Island and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And gosh, what else is in here? Moby Dick and Rapunzel. Like there's homages to all of these stories, and he gets pulled into all of these incredible tales, and it helps him because remember, this boy is scared of everything. He doesn't realize it, but it's helping him grow too. And that's what great storytelling can do. What you can to take away from the Pagemaster, the core element of this film to take away is that stories, inspirational stories, can and will make you braver. Like, they will inspire you to greatness. That is the takeaway of the Pagemaster. I won't ruin the ending because a lot of you haven't seen it, but it's just
we want you to watch it. I'm gonna watch it as well.
Yes, please. I'm pretty sure you can get it on YouTube. Like, you can get it
really?
on YouTube. Yeah. Let me
one thing it does do that a lot of new stuff does is telling kids to read books. A lot of stuff makes reading books sound awful now. But I mean, I don't get me wrong, it can be funny, right? But when the thing is there isn't a movie that makes you want to read books.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be a balance. It can't always just be making fun of reading books, right? It needs to be a balance of needing that.
You can get it. You can buy or rent it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, nice.
So yeah, it's right there for like it is storytelling at its finest, and it's paying honor to the great stories that came before. And like I said, the key element of this is like dive into these stories, be inspired, find your own courage, find your own way, learn who you are, and grow as a person. And like that when you get to the ending, because again, they don't just flat out tell you like, oh, XYZ ABC 1 2 3, right? They're very much, there's a huge character moment for both him and dad and mom. There, by the way, there's a nuclear family in this story too, which we don't
really
either. So it's just, this is one of the purest forms of storytelling, and it is 90s nostalgia core, if ever there was any. Like if you were a kid in the 90s, Pagemaster was your jam. Okay, it's incredible. It is genuinely incredible. No matter how awesome I tell you this story is, it's not even going to do justice to the story itself. Like, it's almost a step back. It's almost a step. How can I say this? Yes, it's a step back in time. You can tell that from like some of the camera techniques, but it's like generational leaps in storytelling from what we have today. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Like this is what we need. This is the type of storytelling that we need to focus on. And that storytelling that transcends the shallow barriers that we as humans have and speaks to what it is to actually be human, to the soul. Like transcend all of that shallow stuff and speak to what it means to have that sense of like, where am I going with my life? What can I do? Where do I turn? What is the answer? How can I, like, where am I going to find the courage, or where am I going to find the, like, the know-how, or where am I going to find the inspiration? Right? Because now today, I don't think I'm going out on a limb here. Like, what do we have today? Deconstructionism, brutalism, postmodernism. That's minimalism. It's not good storytelling at all, in my humble opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of just not making things epic anymore.
Yes.
Like that there is so much better than like more epic than a lot of things. I'm not saying all, because not everything is shit. Like, but majority of it is shit, right? And it's just sad to see it, like, where it has gone. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think there's a lot now, and I mean, you've seen it with Sinners. Even though I think Sinners is just okay, it seems like people are starting to actually get a little bit more backbone, a little bit more creative with the writing and trying different shit. And I really hope we can go back to that, because we've got slop for years, man. I'd say since 2014, we were just getting slop.
Yeah,
it was literally just same fucking hero shit. Maybe one of them was good, but it was just same. It was so, like, even when the superhero movies were good, you got so many of them that was just like, where was the cowboy movie? Where's the vampire movie? Where's the Frankenstein? You know what I mean? Like there's not much. Like it's all kind of just the same shit. You know what I mean? It's just like,
yes, it's like here's the thing: you can tell a similar or even the same story. You can absolutely, like, you can have the same themes, you can have the same like idealism if you wanted, but it's how you deliver it that matters. So
and
like
setting too. Like
yes,
you do like
exactly.
cowboy era, like hero is going to be way different to a hero. The chosen one in like the kingdom. You can still have a chosen one in the cowboy era, and he's going to be a bit more badass, not talkative, and then he's going to be completely different in kingdom. You know what I mean? Like you can just a setting can change it completely, and now it's just the same.
That's yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you could have a buddy cop film in a Western setting. Like Blazing Saddles did it. Like you could have a comedy Western, you could have an action adventure Western. Most of them were adventure Westerns or dramas. Like you can have the disgruntled, reluctant hero who eventually his code hit, like somebody breaks, like crosses the line, like what he considers the line, and so he goes ahead and he takes up for the less fortunate or for the ones in need. You can have that same setting in like as a New York City cop in the night. I mean, not right now, but as a New York City cop in the 90s,
dude,
you can absolutely where he'd be like, okay, like nobody else is gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. Like that's literally Daredevil. That's Daredevil.
Dude, Daredevil. Okay, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, we do have some good stories because the original Daredevil series, fucking phenomenal, right? It's not all dark and gloom, but majority of it. That's why, like, this is why these types of shows need to be happening because a lot of people just black pill and they just think everything's shit. It's like, no, there are good stuff. Dude, we talked about the Penguin. Look how fucking good that was, and it was just the setting, the air. That show used color properly. It made the city feel alive, and that was color. Dark and gritty when it needed to be.
Yes, Gotham is supposed to be a character. The city of Gotham is a character on its own.
And honestly, Planet of the Apes. If that there is fantastic because that is a good that was during that era of just too much like superhero stuff, and that was a good, oh my god, something different, right? And that trilogy, even the fourth one, not many people like the fourth one, but I love the fourth one. It's fantastic. So there is good stuff, and then
but it's
like
so far. It's so few and
so far in between.
We used to be so spoiled. We used to be so spoiled when it came to
good movies.
When it came to movies in the theater. When it came to like, I'm just trying to think in the 90s, at like 1990. Here, you know what we'll do? 1994. What came out in 1994? 1994 movies. And we'll just so this is so take this with a grain of salt because this is IMDb's top 50 list. Okay. Oh, good God! I didn't even. First one is Pulp Fiction. I didn't realize that came out in 94.
Oh damn!
Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption, Ed Wood.
Shit.
Leon the Professional, Last Seduction, Hoop Dreams, Red Rock West, Wolf, Natural Born Killers. Oh, Natural Born Killers. Forrest Gump, Quiz Show, Lion King came out in 94. Nobody's Fool.
Damn.
Body Snatchers, Speed came out in 94. True Lies, Dumb and Dumber, Interview with the Vampire, Spanking the Monkey, Clear and Present Danger, Reality Bites, When a Man Loves a Woman, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Oh, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. The Ref, Frankenstein, Star Trek. Yep, Frankenstein. Yeah. Star Trek Generations, the Hudsucker Proxy, The Client, Serial Mom, No Escape, Suture, The River Wild, Blue Chips, Fresh, Romeo is Bleeding, Nell, It Could Happen to You. I love this movie. Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. The Crow came out in 1994. Time Cop, The Mask came out in 94. The Stoned Age, PCU, Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult, Sirens, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Threesome, Fear of a Black Cat, and Go Fish. That came out that's just 50 different films that came out in 94.
With the card game?
Huh?
Is that movie about the card game, Go Fish?
Go Fish?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
So Go Fish is a romance movie about finding a soulmate. It's a lesbo movie.
They should make it about the card game.
The card game? That'd be great.
Yeah.
But like that came out, those are IMDb's top 50. Okay. If we go to Rotten Tomatoes top 100, which is probably going to be very similar, and it is, except they've got stuff, they have different things hierarchied a little bit differently. But let's do 1994 top kid movies. Okay, so we know Lion King came out in 94. Pagemaster came out in 94. So 1994 top kid movies. So top family movies. Again, this is IMDb, so bear with me. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Muppet Classic Theater came out in 94. Lion King, Pagemaster, Land Before Time 2.
Blank Check. Shit.
I love Blank Check. Land Before Time 2.
Yeah, that's classic. That's good.
We're talking like some truly epic 2D animation came out in 1994. Blank Check, Trading Mom, Beanstalk. Oh, I forgot about this movie. Little Rascals came out in 94.
Dude, Little Rascals, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Flintstones.
Wait, the live action Flintstone?
The Santa Claus. I love this movie. It came out in 94. Richie Rich, Monkey Trouble, The Whipping Boy, All-Star 25th Birthday, Stars on Streets Forever for Sesame Street, In Search of Dr. Seuss. Oh my gosh. The Flintstones Christmas Carol. This is my favorite iteration of the Christmas Carol outside of the original. Angels in the Outfield is a fantastic film. Thumbelina is right there. Neverending Story 3, Return of Jafar, Tiny Toons Spring Break, Getting Even with Dad, Squanto, A Warrior's Tale, North, The Troll in Central Park, Jungle Book, D2, The Mighty Ducks, Miracle 34th Street, Andre, Black Beauty, Swan Princess, Ernest Goes to School. 32 films came out for families in 1994. Like,
damn, dude.
When I say we used to be spoiled for choice, I am dead serious. There used to be a plethora of good storytelling.
That's why you see a lot of young people get so heavy into anime now, because that's where you have to go for choice nowadays.
That's where the stories are.
Yeah, that's why, like, because a lot of Hollywood stuff, not even just Hollywood, just over here, you don't get very different, and that's why you see so, like, it's getting bigger and bigger.
They're too scared. They have to check all of their boxes. They've got it. They're too worried about checking all their diversity boxes and checking all of their ESG or whatever they call it now to get the tax breaks or to get the good press or whatever. Like, you can't get stories like this anymore because studios are too scared to tell those stories, because if they tell the stories people want to see, the actual loud minority will try to crucify them. That's a good one, Little Bit. You came out in 95. But I mean, this is just, it's just sad to witness how incredible we had it, and
they dropped the ball, bro.
Everybody in Hollywood got stupid, I guess. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Yeah.
So let's see what chat is saying. Let's see, where did I? Oh my goodness, you guys have been chatting up a storm. Yes, Superman 25 was straight up meth paste. Yes. That editing, it was insane.
Yeah, it's because they want to be like fucking YouTube shorts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They actually think people like that, but no, we only laugh at that for 2 seconds. We don't want that in storytelling. That's the thing, right? Yeah.
Sad this film flopped just like Fern Gully. Yes, it did. Yes, it
did.
Did
it flop?
It did. This only earned, before I go absolutely insane. Hold on. Oh, and they better never remake the Pagemaster. They never will. But they better never try either.
You don't want it remastered?
So this film only had a domestic release. Here, I'll put the oh my gosh, they changed all these buttons and I don't know what anything is anymore. Okay. Here we go. So in its domestic, in its box office run, it made $12 million. When adjusted for inflation, it made $33 million, and it had a 4-week run in theaters. It had a $4 million opening weekend, over a $4 million opening weekend. So you would have, it basically held all week, like every week, for like it had a 50% drop and then held at 2 million essentially. Because if it had held at 4 million every week, it would have had a $16 million theatrical run. But is it not going to give me the production budget, theater counts, domestic share, opening weekend? I don't think it's going to give me the. Yeah, see, it had a 50% drop, and then it basically, like, held until its last 2 weeks. I don't think it's going to give me. Yeah, because it was a Thanksgiving. Back when Thanksgiving was, like, the weekend to release films, especially family films. It's not going to give me that. Yeah, so I don't know what the production budget was. I can find it if you give me a sec. We can see.
I was gonna say 12 mil and it's still flopped? Really?
Well, you got to think this is 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, true. For them, that's pennies.
Film was produced for Turner Pictures and Hanna-Barbera and released by 20th Century Fox. So you had Turner Pictures, which is no longer a thing, Hanna-Barbera, which is no longer a thing, and 20th Century Fox, which is no longer a thing. They've all been absorbed by other companies.
Yeah. And that's the problem as well. That's another reason why everything feels the same. Because even some things that are different genre feel copy and pasted because it's all under WB or Disney. It's all like
Universal. It's the same people. Yep, it's the same people working on. What was the production budget? It helps if I put all my words in. Okay, so. So the estimated budget back in 1994, this was a bad flop. 40 million.
Ooh.
That's a lot. So
damn. That's
okay,
yeah.
So if we take into consideration, that's with inflation. So back in the day, it was a $21 million. It was a $21 million production, and when you take in inflation, when you loop inflation in there, it's a $41 million budget.
Yep.
So, yeah, that unfortunately that's a flop.
Yeah,
sadly.
definitely.
Because it's such a good movie, and I can think of so many films like that were so good that flopped. My favorite book, Soul Assassin, was Adventure. Still is. I love Adventure. He was my favorite. And then yes, a little bit. A lot of competitive 2D films that weren't Disney. They didn't have the Disney the Renaissance. This is in the height of the Disney animated Renaissance. So, like, most other animated films really did not stand a chance.
Well, this had to go against Lion King. I don't know how many,
and Lion King came out around Thanksgiving as well.
Yeah, so
they didn't have a chance. Really?
Yeah, honestly, it kind of did well considering what it was going against.
Yes,
for being honest.
Did. I love how this film isn't afraid to be scary, where every character isn't immediately clearly good or bad. It's mysterious and eerie. Yes, absolutely, Art Fortress. This film does a fantastic job of that. I agree, Mr. Dro. The 80s,
Villains.
80s to the 2000s, we got exceptional storytelling.
Oh yeah, we even got cool intros to Disney movies. I don't know if you watched like some of the old Disney DVDs. Like the intros to them are so good. Just
with the
like
DVD, like the menu.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, let me find that short, and I'll give credit to, like, I'll shout out the creator or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to like take their work or anything like that.
You thief.
What is that?
You thief.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
you're a punk.
I'm a punk. I'm a thief. What can I say? What is that? Oh my gosh, what was that called? It was for the N64. Hold on. Here we go. Like, this was, and the crazy thing is, this was just normal back in the 90s. This was just normal. Yes, it's a YouTube short. Don't hate me, guys, okay? So this is from Big Time Macca. I don't know.
Big Time Macca.
Wanted to see how that pause music was coming along. Now keep in mind, this is a movie tie-in video game from the Nintendo 64. Not looking for anything too crazy. What do you think about this?
That's the pause music.
Yeah.
Like,
they're so good.
It has no business being that good, but it was like when people cared about their jobs, when people put effort in, like when we actually got storytelling and like they thought about the details. You know what I mean? It was just it was so good. Yes, Soul Assassin. So we're talking about the scene with Dr. Jekyll turning into Mr. Hyde. Absolutely. Yep. Metamorphosis. Yep. Joker green. The green was more somber and the tone was leaning towards a sickly state. Yep, absolutely. They would never show something like this in modern Hollywood. Now they want to put bubble wrap on everything and make everyone misunderstood. Yeah, pretty much. Where is Van Helsing? I know. This scene, so that scene that we watched with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde scared the living crap out of me as a kid. Like, horrified me as a child. I was like, oh my gosh. It was so good. It was so good. Yes, where's Justice League's Unlimited for kids? Yes, that's that freeze screen with Dr. Jack with Mr. Hyde. Yes, that is a generation's nightmare right there. Hello, Faye. What's going on? And then no, I agree, Art of Fortress, like what do kids have today? It's remakes and safety. Like it's remakes or reboots or retellings or reimaginings or whatever you want to call it, or it's live action reboots of animated stories from the 90s or the 80s or the 2000s. You know what I mean? Like they're rebooting the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really?
It's insane. I'm kind of okay with superhero fatigue. The genre needs a rest, and so does the industry. So many films that were great lost money because families saved money to go to 10 superhero films a year. Yeah, pretty much. It was like, it was a never-ending conveyor belt of superhero slop, literally.
Just constantly. Like, some of them were good, Guardians of the Galaxy, whatnot, but it just got too much, and it was just like, okay, I want to watch a cowboy film now. Where's my cowboy film? Where's my, you know what I mean? I want different stuff. Like, chuck in a couple. This is what I'm saying. Like, there needs to be other studios that are coming out with stuff, man. We need more, like, independent studios or whatever so we can get different stuff. Because, you know, we don't want to be, like, okay, maybe the biggest film is a hero, but it'd be cool if we had, like, 3 mini films of other stuff to lead into that film, so we're not just getting superhero. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, something to break up the monotony of the superhero theme. Absolutely.
And you know what? I think we would even probably end up liking the superhero film even more if we weren't just getting superhero stuff. Because you know what I mean? Like, if we get too much of a good thing, it becomes
yeah, but
shit.
we haven't even gotten too much of a good thing. Like, honestly,
it's been bad. Yeah.
Like we even before Endgame, some of those superhero films are crap.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true.
So like it just became about printing money, and like Mr. Drow says, like, yes, when it was about the art instead of the product, it like it matters. It really does matter. So if you want Hollywood, I will let you in on a secret. If you want to make money, hire talented people and tell good stories. You're welcome. I'll accept a check in the mail. Like, my gosh, this shouldn't be hard. It's literally your job to figure this out. Like, if I was making the business decisions that Hollywood is currently making, I would have been fired multiple times. Multiple times, and would have never gotten hired anywhere else.
Yep. Like, your career would be over. It'd be done. Done skis. Man, I hope. I mean, we're starting to see a little bit of it, like a resurgence of, like I was saying earlier, people having balls to do different shit. So I'm hoping, because Sinners was a really big, like, oh, let's try something really different here. So I'm hoping, man, that we can start getting some cool creative shit again. Because I love horror. I miss horror. Like, I want vampires. I want werewolves. Well, I want it back, man.
I don't like slasher horror, but like monster horror, bro, let people let the pretty girl die.
Yeah. Well, we were talking before stream. Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and the one before that, I forget.
Millennials.
We don't know Frankenstein's monster unless we went back. We don't have that. Kids for Halloween are dressing up as Fortnite characters because you haven't given us good horror. Like, what's the realistic? You know what I mean? Like, Gen Z's vampires were fucking Twilight. That's fucking disgusting.
That's the thing. That's also millennials vampires.
Yeah.
I was like 13 or something when those movies came out at the first time. Like, when they started coming out, and I remember thinking, oh my god, that looks stupid. Like, because I had just watched, like, because I loved, like, the 1999 The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. That's what I wanted. I wanted adventure horror, right? Like, you get it, you get to go on this adventure, but it's through this, like, horrifying experience that you have to try and overcome. And so, like, you either got Twilight or you got Underworld. And in both those cases, I've never read or watched Twilight, but I do know them. I like sparkle vamps.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So the vampires are the misunderstood good guys that sparkle in the sun. And then in Underworld, I actually really love some of the Underworld series, like the first one, and then the one where it's actually a period piece and they go back and you see why the werewolves betrayed the vampires and stuff like that. But otherwise, it was basically just kind of an action film that had vampires in it, or that called themselves vampires. And that's just depressing.
Yeah.
Yes, Soul Assassin, Rise of the Lycans. Yes. That one was actually pretty good, but it's just...
We haven't had Dracula. Actually, that one that you named before.
Dracula Untold. So, like, that's the thing. They tried to do the MonsterVerse, but they did such a piss poor job at it that it didn't go anywhere. And Luke Evans was a phenomenal Dracula.
He looks the part. That's the thing as well. So, that as good as that film is, Dracula hasn't been the villain in a good while. You know what I mean? Like, usually right now, with Dracula's just an
I would love
misunderstood.
Yes, he's always misunderstood, always like pining for his lost love. What I would love is so I am actually a pretty big fan of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen from way back in the day with Sean Connery as Alan Quartermain. That's where you start your MonsterVerse. You start with Alan Quartermain and Van Helsing. That if you want to tell the hero story, your monsters have to be monsters. And you need to have Van Helsing and Alan Quartermain hunting them down for the good of mankind.
Yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, the Swamp Thing, dude, that could just be a cheeky film.
Yes.
That, oh, dude.
You start with the Swamp Thing. You start like you need to make. If you want a MonsterVerse, you need a hero. Like plain, it's like you need a hero. You need your Van Helsing. You need your Alan Quartermain. They need to be in there. They're legends for reasons. And so, like, you know, you should have the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, right? It would be a great way. So, like, these other films, when you meet some of these characters, like Invisible Man, is he like, are they going to destroy him, or are they going to recruit him for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that could be the thing, and then they all unite to maybe go up against Dracula. Maybe they all unite.
Crazy.
Yeah, like go up against Dracula, go up against the Mummy, go up against, like, that's how you could do it. You could literally build it up, and then you have a big finale, right? You have this finale, and everybody sort of goes their own way. It is okay for a saga, for a series, for a universe, whatever you want to call it. It's okay for it to end. It is perfectly fine for it to end, and then it is its own little niche thing. And then if you want to go and tell the stories a different way, you can, but that universe will always exist. It will always be there. But
man,
I'm just,
but yeah,
I did see, so a little bit, I did see The Last Voyage of I thought it was Demeter. But
I did not. I watched the trailer and it looked whack, and I went, I'm gonna skip this one.
It's very it's very niche. That's the best way to put it. It's a very niche film. It is a very niche film. It is not. It's not really made for wide audiences. It's not a bad film. It's just very, very niche. Yeah, Mystic Girl, exactly. Quartermain, Van Helsing, Frankenstein, Wolfman, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. You fight Dracula to the death, and people die. Like, you lose Dr. Frankenstein, you lose Wolfman, like, you know, whoever it is that ends up dying. Okay, Alan Quartermain, we know, like, so, well, I guess if you don't know who Alan Quartermain is, I won't ruin it for you. But I wish when they did this, they focused on the individual story, and then
yes, that's what Superman failed to do, from what I can tell. Is
you need to tell the good individual story. It can't just be like a stepping stone to the next thing to consume. It has to be like, if you watch that movie on its own,
you can enjoy it.
You would be satisfied.
Yep.
But Emily Bailey, hello, welcome. This is one of my favorite movies as well from being a kid. Yes, it still 100% holds up as an adult. In fact, Maza, who's never seen it, and Steph, who's never seen it, and Proven22, who's never seen it, are all going to go watch it as soon as we end this stream here in about 2 minutes. Because it is fantastic, and you can get it on YouTube, so you have zero excuses. But, you know, like, if you've never seen, like, Frankenstein was a great horror fantasy, right? Where vampires are actually evil. I like how the gargoyles, because in the lore, gargoyles are supposed to be defenders. That's why you see them all over castles and stuff. So like that is the kind of detail and storytelling that we don't get anymore. And the Pagemaster, it delivers. It's when you watch this, Maza, you're gonna be shocked that this is a kid's film. Like really, there are moments you forget that it's animated. I'm not joking. It's so good. It's so good. But on that note, Maza, where can the good people find you?
Over at Gronking, we do a gaming stream. I'm more of a gamer, but I do like to dabble in the movies. Yeah, we do a Monday to Friday for about an hour and 30. We just talk about gaming news, and we also try and show an indie because indie games are popping off right now, and AA as well. So yeah, we show games, we talk about news, we don't just hate. We try and show some cool shit off as well. Yeah, it's a good time over there.
It is a good time. And so you guys are at 360 subscribers right now.
Yeah. That's our gaming channel, because we have a gaming channel and also our news, but this is our gaming channel where we actually play the games because, you know, a lot of people, they just tend to jump on topics and try and get clickbait. But we actually play games. So yeah. Good time over there. We're trying to get to the magical 500 so we can get monetized over on that gaming channel. Yeah. It's good stuff over there.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I'll put it in the description as well. But it should be in the chat for you guys. And you know, in head on over, sub to Gronk Squad. They're a crazy bunch of individuals, but man, they'll make you laugh. So it's good stuff, and they're actually on top of they're on top of it. They actually play the games. They give them a chance. They don't hold back. So
no shilling. It's the hashtag #1 non-feeling gaming podcast. Yeah.
So yeah, it's good stuff. But thanks for coming on, Moz. I know you've never seen it, but your insight is
it sounds good, and I can't wait. And
it's gonna be one of the ones, and you're gonna be like, man, I didn't have anything like this as a kid. I really do feel bad for like Gen Z and Gen Alpha because
we had Happy Feet, dude.
Huh?
We had Happy Feet, dude.
Yeah, that's right. You guys had Happy Feet. I forgot about that.
And Surf's Up. We had Happy Feet, bro.
I weep for your generation.
What do you mean? We had Dancing Penguins, dude. You jealous now, huh?
Yeah, that's the word. I'm super jealous.
Yeah,
super duper jealous. But
we had some good stuff, but yeah, we just weren't as spoiled. That's the thing. Like our good stuff, especially after the early 2000s, just it's very far apart. I think that's the difference. Is where you guys like what a fucking year 1994. Like you just look at that list, and there's probably even more, right? It's just that was the top 50, right? So. Yeah,
that's the top 50 in 1 year, 1994. 50 of like some of Pulp, like, oh my gosh, Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, The Lion King, like these are some of the greatest films ever made. Came out in 1994. Like we were genuinely spoiled for choice. Truly.
Like I'll be honest, I don't even know if 50 films have come out. Or will come out this year. You know what I mean?
Like, that are worth seeing? Yes. Yeah. That's actually terrible. That's horrifying that's where we're at. Horrifying. My goodness. But chat, I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for spending your valuable time. I know just how valuable it is, and it means the world to me that you guys would hang out and chit chat. If you are catching, I've said this sort of throughout the stream, if you're catching this after the fact, you're probably going to miss, this is going to be a really stunted live stream because we did show a lot of clips, and Disney has been like slamming creators, especially with YouTube's new terms of services, like TOSs. So if you're catching this on the back end, on the replay, you're probably not going to see you're definitely not going to see the trailer in that we played at the beginning, the 2 trailers. And you're likely not going to see most of the clips. So to sum up sort of the Pagemaster, it is a phenomenal story. It's incredibly animated. It's beautiful. It's got beautiful colors. It uses color and sound and music to help tell the story. And it is, and of course, this is nostalgic Nirvana. So anything on here is something that I have personally watched and I personally love. It may not be like the top rated film of all time or anything like that, but this is something that will like, it will hit that nostalgia core that you're looking for. So, definitely go watch it. You can rent or buy it on YouTube. I recommend trying to find it on DVD or VHS because physical media is superior, plain and simple. And I'll try, until I get hit, I'll try to keep the clips and the trailers in, but the second that they're like, you've been struck for copyright, like, I gotta take it down. So I appreciate everybody that was here live. I appreciate anybody watching on the replay. You guys are amazing. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for spending your very, I want to say like important, but it like literally this is going to sound ridiculous, but your priceless time, because you're never going to get it back. And so hopefully I made it a little bit worth it. And so did Maza. So genuinely appreciate you all. And chat, as always, you remain undefeated. God bless, Godspeed, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.
You are making a mistake. My logic is undeniable.
You have so got to die.
You're not gonna kill me. Wait. You say something, Chief?
Oh, as commander in the field, I'm exercising attack abort authority. Reasons. Collateral both at primary and allied state of Pakistan will be too high.
Negative, Talon 1. Tin Man will not abort. Tin Man will prosecute.
Taste your stink. Every time I do, I fear that I've somehow been infected by it. It's repulsive, isn't it?